Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. And the other day I was trying to help somebody with a stencil font, but he didn't want to use a stencil font. He wanted to use a regular font and just stencil the letters that you need to stencil, like the E, the O, the P, the A. So you could go ahead and go to text, fit text to path. You can't do anything with it. You can't change it. And then he used text to path. And somebody mentioned on one of my videos, well, you could use object to path. Object to path just doesn't work with a long item like this. Object to path is more like, well, let's just do one real quick just to clarify what object to path is. Object to path, they don't really remember when it started. But if you have object to path, if you just have one object, and then you go to object to path, and you tell it you want 5 objects, and then you select your object first, and then hold down the shift key and select your path, and then hit apply. It puts 5 objects on the path. I've got something messed up here. I've got progressive. I want none. So let's back up here. And we've got them selected. Now we're going to hit apply. And that's object to path. It just doesn't work. It's pretty cool. It's a little bit off for some reason on the ends, but it'll survive. And so going back to this, if we go ahead and put our indexing lines in the center of the page, and then we need to go and select everything. Make sure you get everything selected, go to object and break the text apart so you have just the text. Then you can left click, right click. I'm gonna make it red just so it'd be like a cut. And then just make a rectangle and about the size you want your stencil part to be. And then hit P, put it to the center of the page. And then move it up to the top and then rotate it. So put your center rotation in the center of the box. This way, at least, so let's Control D and make a duplicate. This way it'll be at least even. So there's one. We'll Control D or hit the plus key on your keyboard, probably easier. And this way they're going to be kind of going with the box or with the path. Plus key. Now it's going to be a little bit harder on the, going to be a little bit harder on the P. Well, not really. So we're going to take this last one and we don't have to, what I'm not doing is double clicking and grabbing one of these arrows. So at least now your path is on there. And let's just see if we can delete the circle and do this. Let's see if we can't weld them. Nope, that didn't work. Let's try a couple different things. Back minus front. There we go. So now you have a text to path with a stencil type font. And really, I messed up there. It's the top part of the E. So probably the best way to do that, let's put this back to the center. And let's take our whole thing and move the rotation to the center. And then rotate this E where we can just move this, and we're not exactly perfect. But this way you could just move this up by holding down the control button. And well, let's just go ahead and do it at this angle. Same thing. And when you get that handle there, you can just bring it around. Now let's get rid of our circle. Of course, you'd want to bring it back to the top, I guess. And see, it's not really in the center anymore, but we can always do that. So let's do what we did before, grab all that and go back minus front, and we have our font. And then let's bring our indexing line back in and grab that text, double click, on it and move the center rotation back to the center and just rotate it back. And you'd want to make sure you knew where it was to start with. And then just get rid of your circle. And now you have a text-to-pass stencil font. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.